Well, I've got some bad news. I feel a little violated, to be honest with you. I came out here this morning to clean up this trailer right here, and then I was gonna take you inside and show you what I was going to do to get the undercoating, or at least get it coated. And then, apparently, I left this door unlocked last night, and some vandals came in, and they took my spray cans, and they defaced my work. I can't believe it. I'm just beside myself. I can't believe it. But they didn't do any damage that I can't fix. So what I'm going to do, I do have this undercoating. I'm going to put the undercoating in the spots that I do know where there's going to be a problem. And it's usually down here. Otherwise, it would also be up here, but the walls are going to be outboard. So I'm going to probably get right here, and then when I put the walls up, I'll catch that bottom piece right there. And I'll do that all the way around. This is a weak spot as well. And just really the perimeter. Let's just go ahead and say we're going to get the perimeter with the undercoating. Now, normally, I wouldn't use spray paint. I would use the undercoating, but that's free. And I got two more over here. I can do this whole thing with this paint. And we don't necessarily need undercoating. This will work. If you paint the underside, it's like a car. The top's painted. It's not going to rust out generally because the paint is the protectant. And the paint will be the protectant here. Now, I will say that, sometimes I think this might be better. I don't know. So that's why I'm going to put it in the spots that are most likely to have a problem. Because generally, if you're going down the road and it starts raining, it gets under here. If it's just sitting there, the rain doesn't rain underneath it, right? So when you park it at home or park it at the campground, this will dry. And if you're going down the road and there's no rain, it'll air dry. So this has the opportunity to dry, okay? So that's why I'm not concerned about putting paint on it. Paint is a good protectant. That's what paint is, besides making it pretty, which we don't care about under here. It's a protectant. I'm so torn up that I can't believe kids would come in here and deface that. So I'm going to paint it, and then I'm going to put the undercoating in the parts that are the most vulnerable. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel good, and I'm going to tell you why. What I like about this, I like the symmetry of it, even though it's there for a reason. I like symmetry. That makes me happy. And I like kind of the red and the black colors with this off red, rust, I guess. But I think it looks cool. Nobody will see it. But for right now, click, click. There we go. Put that on the internet. So here, did I tell you? I forgot why I was using this paint. It's free. It was free. I had 5 cans, good paint, fresh paint, free. That's why I'm using it. And the only reason I only had 2 cans of this undercoat, because those were left over from another project. So when you are trying to budget on your build, like I am doing, because this is my build, well, Lolette's build, but let's just say for the sake of argument, for my build, I am just like you are. I'm on a budget. I have got to meet those numbers, and that's one way that I can do it. I go through my inventory, start weeding out the things that I can use that don't cost me money. That would have been, just say, 8 times, I think 4 cans of the red rust. So that's $32. And I think that the last time I bought the undercoating, it was somewhere around $10, $12. So another 50 something bucks I saved. And this is perfectly fine. So what I did, we talked about why I did this with the paint earlier. Fine and dandy. Now, I said, I have torn apart enough campers. 500 episodes worth. And then some. And I see where they are most likely to rot. And so, just look at where you see that black undercoating. And that's where I feel like I have always seen the campers rotting. Rarely, well, I won't take you around. This side's the same as that side. Rarely do I see them rotting here, here, here. The closer they get to here, they rot, it seems like. Rot here. But what happens? Well, it's not, I don't think up here and back here, it's necessarily because water is flying up here. Just remember, this is upside down. I think that wherever the leak is, the leak's up here in the window. That's the window to the 64 Compact. And it leaks. It leaks down the front, generally, between the metal and the, what you're seeing there. And there'll be some insulation there. And then it falls down and it hits here. And that's where it gets stuck. Free-flowing water, here and there, every now and then, probably not going to cause you a lot of problems. It's when the rain stops, it gets stuck. And it has time to penetrate. And then when it penetrates, it expands it. And that's when we have a problem. And we hope that we're going to seal this good enough that water doesn't come down. But things happen. Years happen. So then we're going to add years. This is adding years to the life of your camper, because the water, even if it does come down here, it's just going to sit there until it does dry. Because it can't penetrate through there. It shouldn't, we should say. It gives it longer to dry. And if we put the barrier here, how's it going to get here to take care of this business, right? That's kind of the nuts and the bolts of what we're doing here today. I feel like I think we have added many years to the life just doing that. Now, as I told you before, because this, back her out, Rob, because this has this on it, well, if that water is going to come down here, and this is the part that attaches directly to here, we're going to have to go down on this. And we might even go up onto the ledge and hit all of that bottom, maybe the bottom 4, 5, 6 inches, right? And then we may even kind of come up here. And maybe just give it a quick dose, It's not going to hurt anything. I've done it before. I feel like it's worth it. And I've got a 1.5 cans left over. And so when that water decides to fly down here, and if it gets stuck here, good, just sit there for a while. Until we go driving again, then it'll fall down. Then it can sit there. And then, I think we're good. I think we've added years to the life of our camper. And if you were to do this, you would go and buy $54 worth or $56 worth of product to add years to the life of your camper. All right. If you disagree with me, please tell me down in the comments. Oh, and I have called the authorities to take care of whoever did do that graffiti. They said that they will go to the ends of the earth to bring those hoodlums, those hooligans, to justice. That, it was just a disgrace, I'm telling you. But we're going to get them, and I'll bring it to you when we do.